And we kept trying to tell y'all that Chrisean is a terrible fucking mother, and y'all was just trying to have her back and give her so much sympathy. Allegedly, Chrisean's son's medical records got leaked, and saying that he suffered from withdrawals from when he was pregnant, okay, because I know the baby wasn't doing it, so that means the mama was, and we all saw her smoking and drinking while she was pregnant, okay? The medical records are also saying allegedly that he suffered from fetal alcohol syndrome, meaning that he is being affected from what his mama did, allegedly. Allegedly is saying that he also has a seizure disorder, and is saying a few other things are contributing to the why he's 2 and he cannot walk yet. And even Yanti got on here. We've been trying to tell this girl to get help for her baby. She talking about pray for her. All the prayers in the world ain't gonna work if you're not taking that baby to go get help.
When Croc's son made headlines again, the internet collectively sighed. Here we go again. Because it felt like there was nothing new to uncover. But wait, the latest details that have surfaced have shocked everyone, leaving people stunned. Now, Cass Horn is being called out, with many criticizing her for being far from the perfect mother. And in the eyes of many, the worst thing a parent can do is harm their child before they even have the chance to live a fair life.
Sean's son's medical records leaking and everybody seeing and hearing about what's on them does not cancel her. I don't know what else at this point will. Like, somebody needs to get that little boy out of her care and get him out of her care quick. I tried to give Chrisean the benefit of the doubt because, you're not always the best parent. Not everybody's the best parent, but they might be the best parent for that child. No, she's not the best parent at all. Like, seeing what's on these medical records is making me sick. Like, mind y'all, he didn't ask to be here and she did not have to have him.
What has recently come to light are CPS documents revealing shocking findings, showing not only alcohol but also drugs in Junior's system. Unbelievable, right? They found illegal substances in his body, but that's just the beginning. The reports also point to multiple occasions where Chrisean left her son alone and at risk, like the time she left him unattended on the beach at 3 a.m. while she went to a party. Even more troubling, the boy flinches whenever she raises her hand, as if he's preparing for something terrible to happen. It's heartbreaking. Things are getting worse. And just when you think the Croc situation can't sink any lower, another startling piece of information comes out, making you question how she managed to get away with this for so long.
Looking at your son now, what type of legacy do you want to leave behind for him? What do you want him to know about Mom?
How to turn to God. I just want to teach him how to, because there's nothing I could do for him.
Want to hear something even more outrageous about this whole situation? There are still people out there standing firm, insisting that Chrisean hasn't done anything wrong and doesn't owe anyone an explanation about her son. But listen, if there's any truth to that new information that just surfaced, Chrisean needs to step up and stop playing the victim, because she's the one at fault here. Chrisean has never publicly admitted to any mistakes regarding Rock Jr., but it looks like her son may have just done it for her. There's been a lot of talk that he could be dealing with fetal alcohol syndrome, given that Chrisean didn't stop drinking throughout her pregnancy. But if you thought that was the worst of it, brace yourself for what's coming next.
As bad as I would want this information that was just put out about Chrisean Jr. to be false, at some point I'm thinking it might be some type of truth to it. Because you gotta think, almost 2-year-old child is laying on his back. He's not mobile, so that means he's in diapers. So that means he's sitting in that. So can I believe there were maybe possible breakdown of the skin? I can believe that.
Maybe Chrisean did what she's known for, ticked off the wrong person. Because some medical records have surfaced online, and they seem to be connected to Chrisean Jr. These documents suggest that Junior is allegedly suffering from fetal alcohol syndrome. But hold on, it gets even worse. The reports also reveal that Junior tested positive for illegal drugs, including cocaine and opioids, and is still battling severe withdrawal symptoms. That's not the end of it. The records also point to other potential health issues. Along with the withdrawal effects from these substances, Junior is reportedly dealing with spasticity, neonatal abstinence syndrome, a seizure disorder, and a condition called cortical visual impairment. This condition affects the part of the brain responsible for sight, causing significant damage. And this is no small matter. It all starts to make sense now, especially considering people have noticed that Junior doesn't react to things right in front of him, even food. If he's dealing with these conditions, it explains why he doesn't express excitement or respond the way a normal 2-year-old would have.
Like, honestly, I don't know why y'all even give any type of attention whatsoever. We've never even seen Chrisean take Junior to the damn park. The park. And this is only a part of what we see during her entire day. Imagine what that boy gotta go through 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week with Chrisean, because y'all know she don't have no nanny, she don't have no caretaker, because she don't want anybody to know what Chrisean Jr. is going through. That he can't talk, he can squeak, he can't walk, he can't crawl. Like, what is actually going on?
The reports indicate that Junior has been undergoing treatment from specialists in a range of fields, including neuropathy, cardiology, and orthopedics, among others. Another part of the leak reveals that Chrisean Rock privately admitted to using cocaine and drinking alcohol throughout her entire pregnancy. While she hasn't publicly acknowledged her actions, it appears she's accepting some responsibility in private. This is a lot to process, and it's incredibly sad that Junior is facing such significant challenges from the start of his life. Some are suggesting there is evidence that Junior has been receiving help from a team of medical experts, which may explain why CPS hasn't taken action yet. People are questioning why this child is still under Crow's care, given the extensive evidence of the struggles he's endured. The reality is, hospitals are legally obligated to report any suspected prenatal substance exposure, particularly if a baby has been exposed to several substances. If babies were automatically removed every time there was a problem, CPS would be overwhelmed with cases. Instead, after the hospitals file their reports, CPS likely conducts an assessment. If they determine the child is at significant risk, they'll step in. But if the parent, in this case, Chrisean Rock, agrees to cooperate, seeks the necessary help, and creates a safe environment for recovery, they might not intervene right away. They would check in periodically to ensure everything is still on track. What has people questioning this whole situation, though, is the repeated pattern of Chrisean Rock prioritizing her own needs over her son's. This has played out publicly for everyone to witness. Who could forget when she left her son locked in the car while arguing with Blueface on the phone, or when she was caught holding him improperly as a baby? Recently, fans also criticized her for leaving her son alone on a beach at 3 a.m. while she partied without a care.
Now what if a wave came up and washed him offshore? And he drowned. And he got unalived. All because you wanted to go to that party so bad you couldn't find a reliable arrangement, get him a babysitter so he can be properly cared for while you go out 3 a.m. in the morning to go party on the beach. Is it that serious? Some people are just not meant to have kids. I mean, like, I don't like to judge nobody parenting, but she just be she do shit and it's given like, it's off her clout. She want to be the buzz.
If you believe that Chrisean leaving her son unattended was the worst thing she's done, get ready for an even more shocking revelation.
Shocker.
Watch this. Why you run like that? Why you run like that? Why you run like that? He like, hey. Okay.
In one of her recent live streams, viewers began to notice something deeply unsettling about Junior's reactions to his mother. When Chrisean raised her hands, he immediately started squirming and trying to move away, almost as if he was trying to escape, while Chrisean just laughed it off. Some people speculated that Junior might have been having a seizure, particularly in light of his recent medical report. But honestly, something about this doesn't sit right. Before raising her hand, Chrisean casually said, "Watch this," which indicates she knew exactly what would happen. Afterward, she had to take him off camera to calm him down. The internet isn't buying the idea that this is a normal reaction for a child when someone raises their hand. One viewer commented, "Some are saying it was a seizure, but I don't think so." The timing between her taking a breath and his reaction is just too perfect to be a coincidence. In my opinion, the child looked terrified in that moment. I've never seen him respond that way. It was like he was desperately trying to get away from her. When she turned and properly held him, he seemed even more distressed, beginning to cry as if he knew something was about to happen. While some argue it could have been a seizure, the sad reality is that I believe she is capable of repeatedly physically harming her child, and may very well be doing so. It's deeply concerning that Junior is still in an environment that clearly isn't the best for him. People are saying it's worse than what we're seeing. If this is the kind of behavior that's visible to the public, imagine what might be happening behind closed doors that we're unaware of. Chrisean should never have become a mother. From the very beginning, we saw how unfit she was to parent, especially with her reckless actions during her pregnancy. The medical report is shocking. How can a baby be under the care of 10 different specialists? It's heartbreaking to think about Junior's future. She never really wanted him, and it's obvious that she resents him, especially since he's not the perfect child she had envisioned. I'm not surprised that she takes her anger and frustration out on him, both physically and verbally. We've seen similar behavior in her interactions with others. She's been known to bully anyone she perceives as weaker than herself, and Junior is no exception. Chrisean Rock needs to face the consequences of her actions, and her child deserves to be in a safe, loving environment. I never wanted to read the details of that baby's medical report, but now that I have, it's heartbreaking. Do you guys think the medical report is genuine? Share your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe before the next video drops. There's a lot more to discuss, and I'll see you in the next one.